G'day, g'day. How are we all? I've had a prick of a day, if I'm being honest. I had to go and do a late quote, which I didn't end up doing because my scheduling got mixed up. And normally I don't do late quotes on Friday because Friday's my day at home, well, my afternoon at home, just to relax and wind down. So that was a mistake. And honestly, well, I left at 1 o'clock today to go and do some jobs and then go up and do that quote. And it wrecked my whole day. I don't know how else to describe it. It's just put me in a bad mood. Normally I like to come home and have some fun, but I did work on this place this morning, and that felt like work for the first time. And it was because it was in the morning, it was on the Friday, and I knew I had to go to work afterwards. So lesson learnt, never again, no late jobs. Get up, do the work, come home, enjoy your castle. So yeah, I did get a bit done this morning. I'm also going to have a rant, so stick around for that. Something annoyed the crap out of me. Okay, so what do we do? First thing I want to say, biochar. Charcoal water that I put in here the other day and the bits that are heavy with biochar are winning. They're really winning. And I'm a positive skeptic, not a negative skeptic. I want this to work. So you can see down here, you might not be able to see, but it's wetter than everything else. All under Smoochy's foot there. And that is where I gave it a really healthy dose of charcoal water. Now, I thought about this a lot, but I didn't really take into account the water retention capabilities of charcoal. And it, in a climate like this and in a climate like Africa, well, yeah, it's going to make a big difference. It definitely helps the soil structure. So that's a win for the biochar. I'm still not totally convinced that it's going to make stuff grow better, but it will definitely hold the water in the ground better, which again keeps the biology in there, and that's what we want. So that is a win for biochar and a lesson for Brendo. What else have I done? I have made a little collar. There's a loud cricket. I've made a little collar around here with the only concrete I had left. I was going to go and get some more from the other house, but I ran out of time. So see, it's a bit rough on top, but underneath it's pretty solid. The reason I did that is because it had been rocking in the wind, only a mil or two, but it seemed to have developed a little pocket underneath, so it had movement, and that movement would inevitably get worse. So we'll just keep strengthening it. It's only a little collar. I only had a little bit of concrete left, so we'll just keep improving on that. Let's see if it rocks. Let's fix the rocking, but again, it's only like an inch of concrete, so we'll see. All right, rant time. Now, I get frustrated with traditional farming methods a lot. I'm actually from a cattle farming background. My grandparents were stud limousine cattle farmers, and my parents as well for a short time. And I understand how those guys thought, especially not just the boomers, the guys before the boomers. I'm not sure what that generation was called, but it is all very, very bare, grass only. Get as many cattle as you can on the land and sell them, fatten them up as quick as you can and sell them. And what's happened, and that's been since probably 100 years, you know. So what's happened is the reliance on synth chemicals has become more and more and more. The reliance on feed has become more and more, and the grass that they have on their paddocks has become less and less. So now you look at prime cattle country, 30 k's away from here, up in the hills, they can only get one cow per, I think, every 4 acres or 5 acres on there, and that is ridiculous. None of them have got swales. None of them use any type of compost or organic or even traditional means of farming. It is all eat the grass, wait till the grass runs out, buy feed in. All right, and then that extends to the feed farmers, grow paddocks of feed, and then sell it, bale it, and then buy fertilizer. So that's how it works. And a lot of these farmers banks got them by the balls, you know. So they got these big paddocks, and they'll have machines that are worth $200,000-$300,000 with equipment on them that's worth $20,000-$30,000, like sprayers and ploughers and tillers, direct sow tillers, things like that, which are good. Direct sow is good. It's how they should be doing it. So before they even start, they hooked right up to the bank. And they've got overdrafts that have been going for 30, 40 years. The bank will leverage them because they've got so much land that the bank needs that when it comes time, the bank will just take the land and then probably build houses on it. So that's how the world works at the moment. Now, do I think I can change that? Probably not. Do I think I can change 0.1% of that? Absolutely, absolutely. So that is a big driver here, and I'm going to show you some footage now. It ties in with this, and I'll see you in a sec. Just had to pull up and show you this. This is the very definition of stupidity. Look at it all. Picked up by the wind and gone. So you plough that up, you put some synthetic fertiliser on it, and then it probably grow weeds or potatoes or something. And they wonder why they struggle. They wonder why they struggle. Stupid is as stupid does. All that topsoil. All that topsoil. I wonder how much topsoil was there 80 years ago compared to what is there now. And I wonder how much topsoil will be there in 80 years' time compared to what is now. So, can you guys imagine a world without topsoil? I can't. It's pretty much the most important resource there is. Forget your oil, other than water. Yeah, forget your gas, forget all the things that you love. Topsoil, water. Without those two things, we are knackered. Right? So, that's a lot of the reason why I'm doing this. I don't think I'm going to change their minds, and I'm not even going to try to change their minds. People will change their own minds when they're ready, and there is a movement growing. Australia is the home of permaculture after all, so we're probably further ahead than other countries, but the big multinationals, they want nothing to do with it. They want nothing to do with it, and it seems to me that it's designed to run the farmers out of business rather than help them. Give you an example. I know a man that has decided not to grow wheat this year because it was something like $46,000 worth of seed. That seed, you can't grow it and collect your own seed. No. They are hybrids. They're probably F5s, F6, F7 hybrids, and you cannot get seed off hybrids, as you all know. Same with potatoes. All the potatoes you eat are actually a lab-grown F7 hybrid, most of them, and they are perfect for the climate. Not perfect for your taste buds, but they grow well and they look good. And the other group of people I'm going to give a serve to, and this is something that's annoyed me for years, is organic farmers. You guys have, a lot of you guys, up until now, have hurt the community quite badly because when I go to the supermarket and I see organic food on the shelf, it's usually about a third more and it looks like crap. Now, I've grown lots and lots of food in the last 15 years, and some of the stuff I see on shelves, mate, I'd just chuck it in the bin if I grew it in my garden. And like a lot of that is because the government makes you jump through so many hoops to get organic certification. So we will not be going, even though this is 100% organic, there's no way I'm jumping through those hoops because it'll cost too much money. And the goal of this farm, the ultimate goal of this farm, is to create a model for smaller properties like this, because this is all people can afford now. You're not going out, you're not buying 200 acres. The normal person will never, ever, ever be able to afford that. All right. So this is little properties like this that are still semi-affordable for now, probably the future. And the other thing is middlemen. Middlemen, that's where all your money goes, guys. It's all the middlemen. If you had the ability to go and buy straight from the farmer, your meat would be a lot less, but we don't have that ability, do we? Because we're not allowed to. So let's find ways around that. Let's find little loopholes and we'll see how we go. So yeah, rant over. Let's get back to some happy. Okay, I've let the chooks out. I feel much better. I think that was the problem. Chooks weren't out. Is there any studies on how chooks affect your mood? Because I tell you what, these guys make me laugh. Look at them. Look at how they run. Little dinosaurs. Oh yeah. So I have done some stuff today. I got on the shovel this morning. That's probably why I was grumpy. Hey, Grace. Yeah, good girl. This is what I've done. Got about four barrow loads down couple hundred kegs, and I've started making the gradient. And you'll see I've cleaned up all the Warwicks and buckets and pots and stuff behind there, and I've put it in the shed. And when I went in the shed, I found a nearly brand new hose. So hopefully this Arvo, I'm going to try and sort my compost water problem out, because I'm hand watering it at the moment and poorly. So we're going to start bringing more dirt down, maybe tonight, probably tonight, but maybe tomorrow. And I'm just going to start building that gradient from there to there. And we're going to work some swales out as well. Water pools along the back of this berm. So in effect, it's already a swale. And also the trees are slightly lower than the chicken coop. So not only is it a swale, it's a spillway. I did not intend that. It just happened. So sometimes lucky is good, I guess. Check this out. I may have to eat my words on the biochar. Not because I believe it's going to make things grow any better. I'm still skeptical on that. But the water retention qualities of biochar are pretty plain for me to see. So where I put that bucket of charcoal water, it is still wet. And then no charcoal water, charcoal water. It's still wet underneath, but this stuff, where the charcoal water and the charcoal is the most, stays wet, well, indefinitely. From what I can tell, it just stays wet. So that is a big win for biochar and a big lesson for Brendo. We'll see how it goes when we start to grow stuff. Surely more water means more biology, means better plants. Yeah. I showed you the collar up there. That's about it. I'm feeling way better. Way better. It's nice to be home. Beer is good. Chicken's good. Thank God it's Friday. Hope you guys have had a lekker day, better than mine, and a good week. And I will speak to you soon. Bye now.